बंधुरात्मात्मनस्त्य येनात्मैवात्मना जितः अनात्मनस्तु शत्रुत्वे वर्तेत आत्मैव शत्रुवत्. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6, verse 6. For the one who has mastered it, the mind is the closest friend. For the one who has not, the mind itself becomes his greatest enemy. It is 2 in the morning, and right now your own mind is not on your side. Everyone else is asleep, nothing is happening, and still it will not let you rest. It has picked one memory out of your whole life, the failure, the moment it fell apart, and it is playing that moment again. You know every frame of it by now. The words you would take back, the look on their face, the exact second you felt it slipping. And the strange cruelty is that daylight is fine. You work, you talk, you get through it. It is only when the lights go out that the loop comes for you. So here is what this whole video is going to answer. Why does the mind do this at 2 in the morning, and what is it actually trying to get from you? Stay with this one all the way to the end, because the answer that finally quiets the loop is not the first thing Krishna says. It is the last. To understand your 2 in the morning, we have to go to the moment the Bhagavad Gita actually begins, because most people get it wrong. It does not open on a victory, it opens on a collapse. Arjuna stands between 2 armies. The fight of his life is in front of him. Everything he has trained for is about to be tested, and he breaks. His hands begin to shake. The great bow Gandiv slips out of his grip. He sinks down into the chariot and says, he cannot do this. The very first chapter of the Bhagavad Gita has a name. It is called Arjuna Vishada Yoga. Vishada is a word worth holding on to. It means the despair that freezes you, the grief that hardens into paralysis, the moment the body sits down and refuses to rise. Now notice something almost no one points out. The most sacred conversation in all of Sanatan Dharma does not begin after Arjuna pulls himself together. It begins inside his breakdown. Krishna does not wait for him to feel better first. He meets him collapsed on the floor of the chariot, and he speaks to him there. And that is the reframe for your 2 in the morning. The replay is not your failure happening to you again. The replay is your Vishada. It is the mind sitting down in the chariot and refusing to get back up. Which means the loop is not proof that something is broken in you. It is the exact place the oldest wisdom we have chooses to begin its help. So let us do what Krishna did. Let us walk straight into the loop and take it apart, one piece at a time. Here is the first thing your mind is doing at 2 in the morning, and it is sneakier than it looks. It replays the failure because some part of you still believes that if you run the scene enough times, you can somehow fix it. You cannot. It is finished. The outcome has already happened, and no amount of replaying reaches back and changes a single frame of it. Krishna hands Arjuna the sharpest line in the entire Bhagavad Gita for exactly this trap. Karmanye vadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. Ma karma phale hetur bhurmate sangosto karmani. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse 47. You have a right to your actions alone, never to their fruits. Let not the fruit of action be your motive, nor let your attachment be to inaction. Read plainly, this line is about the future, about acting well without clinging to the result. And it reaches backward too, straight into your 2 in the morning. The fruit of that failure is gone. It was never fully yours to hold in the first place. The replay is your mind grasping at a fruit that no longer exists, and grasping harder the more it fails to find it. What you actually have a right to is the action, what you did, what you can still do, how you show up next. That ground is solid and it is yours. The outcome that keeps replaying was never standing on that ground at all. So the first thing Krishna does is loosen your grip from a thing that is already gone. That releases the first quiet you will feel tonight. Now the second thing the loop is doing, and this one cuts deeper. You do not only replay what happened, you replay who you were when it happened. And you find that you cannot forgive that person. The failure has stopped being an event and quietly become a verdict. Not I failed, but I am a failure. Not that was a bad night, but this is who I am now. Krishna refuses to let Arjuna do this to himself. And he does it with a simple truth about time. Matra sparshastu kaunteya, shitoshna sukha dukkhada. Agama payano nityastans, titiksha bharata. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse 14. contacts of the senses bring cold and heat, pleasure and pain. They come and they go. They are impermanent. Endure them bravely. They come and they go. That is the phrase to hold. The failure came, and like heat, like cold, like every state a human passes through, it is already on its way out. You are treating a wave that is leaving as though it were the whole ocean and your permanent name. The last word of that verse is titiksha. It means the strength to bear a hard thing without collapsing under it and without going numb to escape it. To stay standing while the wave passes through you. You are not the failure. You are the one it happened to and the one still here after it. Those two are not the same. And the mind at 2 in the morning has confused them. So the second release is this. You are allowed to set the verdict down. The Bhagavad Gita never handed it to you. Your own exhausted mind wrote it in the dark. And now the third thing the replay is doing, which is the most quietly damaging of the three. It is not only torturing you about the past, it is reaching into your future and stealing the next attempt before you even make it. Every time the failure plays, a voice adds one line at the end. Do not try that again. You already know how it goes. So the loop does not just hurt, it disarms you. It talks you out of the very next action that could actually change something. And this is the exact place Arjuna was sitting, bow on the ground, certain the battle was already lost. Listen to what Krishna says to a man in precisely that state. Klabhyam masma gamah partha, naitatva yupadyate. Shudram hridaya dorbalyam, tyaktvottishta parantap. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse 3. Do not yield to this weakness, O Partha. It does not become you. Cast off this faint-heartedness and arise, O scorcher of enemies. The final word there is uttishta. Arise, stand up. Notice carefully what Krishna does not say. He does not say the collapse never happened. He does not tell Arjuna to pretend he is fine or to erase the moment his hands shook. He tells him to stand up inside it, to rise while the fear is still there, while the memory is still fresh, while nothing has been undone. Krishna is not shaming him. He is reminding a great soul that faint-heartedness does not fit who he truly is. And the very same is true of you. The replay insists you already know how it ends. The Bhagavad Gita answers that you know how the last one ended, and that is an entirely different sentence. That is the third release, and it is the one that gets you out of the bed. The past is closed. The next action is wide open. You are allowed to arise. So let me say all of this as plainly as I possibly can, in the language your 2 in the morning mind will actually hear. The replay feels like punishment. But underneath it, it is only 3 simple mistakes your mind keeps making in the dark. It grips a result that is already gone and can never be reached. It turns one single moment into your permanent name. And it uses one old ending to cancel a brand new beginning. That is all the loop actually is, not a verdict on your life. 3 tired errors running on repeat because no one ever taught the mind how to stop. And each one breaks the moment you see it for what it is. The result is gone, so let the hand open. The moment has passed, so let the name go with it. The next act is still yours, so let yourself rise toward it. The failure does not need to be replayed even one more time. It has already taught you everything it came to teach. The lesson can stay. The torture can go. You are allowed to sleep, and you are allowed to try again. Both of them. Tonight. So think back to where we began, to Arjuna sunk down in the chariot, the greatest archer of his age, with his bow lying on the ground. That is your 2 in the morning. The collapse, the replay, the certainty that it is all over. And remember what the Bhagavad Gita did with that exact moment. It did not wait for him to recover first. It began right there. It loosened his grip on an outcome he could not change. It refused to let one hard moment become his name. And it told him, gently and without a trace of shame, to arise. The same three answers are waiting for you tonight, in the same book, spoken to the same kind of collapse. So the next time the loop begins at 2 in the morning, try meeting it the way Krishna met Arjuna. Not by forcing it silent, but by seeing exactly what it is and letting it set you down softly instead of holding you awake. If one line in this reached you, leave it in the comments so someone else lying awake at the same hour can find it too. And when the mind sits back down in the chariot, as it will, you already know the first word to answer it with. Uttishta. Arise.